Om Shanti, and a very good morning to all. Today we will continue reading the Murli that we started on Saturday. The date of the Murli, 2nd December 1985. The title of the Murli is Spiritual Power is the way to become free from bondage. We read that day where Baba emphasized on the details about how this spiritual power is linked to thoughts, words, and actions. And he said that it is the only way to become free from bondages. So today, Bab Dada is meeting different groups. Let's continue reading the Murli. Continue to attain liberation with spiritual power. To experience liberation in life at the confluence age is to attain the future reward of liberation in life. One subtle line here that Baba said that you need to experience liberation in life at the confluence age. You have to become liberated in life in the golden jubilee, do you not? Or do you just want to celebrate the golden jubilee? To become is to celebrate. People of the world simply celebrate, whereas here you become. Now become ready quickly, for only then will everyone else be liberated through your liberation. Even scientists are in bondage to the facilities that they themselves have created. Even political leaders want to save themselves, but they are tied so much that they are unable to do something they think of, and so that is a bondage, is it not? You who liberate everyone from different bondages are becoming liberated yourselves and now have to liberate everyone. Everyone is crying out and calling out for liberation. Some want liberation from poverty. Some want liberation from their households. But the call for liberation from everyone is the same. If we look at this, even if there's not a very physical bondage about, let's say, from any of the Lokik members, or there's not much responsibility in the household, there is a very subtle bondage also, right? Which Baba already mentioned yesterday. That is the bondage of the mind, right? Bondage from waste, bondage from negative, bondage from laziness, and two, three factors that Baba mentioned, right? So now become bestowers of liberation and show them the path to liberation and give them the inheritance of liberation. We need to become bestowers. We need to show them the path and to give them the inheritance of liberation. Their call is reaching you, is it not? Or do you think that is the Father's work? What is it to me? Baba says, you have to attain the reward. The Father does not want to attain it. You are the ones who want subjects and devotees. The Father does not want them. Those who are your devotees will automatically become the Father's, because you are the ones who will become the first devotees in the corporate. You will begin the worship of the Father first. So everyone will follow all of you now. So do, what do you have to do now? Listen to their call. Become bestowers of liberation. That's right. We will take the yatra at the end. Bapdada meeting groups. The first one, as well as listening, you are also powerful souls who become embodiments. Are you not? Every day in your thoughts, let there be a thought filled with zeal and enthusiasm for yourself and for others. This is such a beautiful line. Every day in your thoughts, let there be one thought filled with zeal and enthusiasm for yourself and for others. Further, Baba says, nowadays they print in the newspapers or put up in different places thought for today. So in the same way, let one thought for another, filled with zeal and enthusiasm, emerge in your mind. Along with that thought, put it into your form and also use it to serve others. This is one of the practices which will empower the thought power, which will enhance the thought power, sankalp ki shakti. And then this is the way thoughts manifest. The thoughts start manifesting. That if there is, what do we call it, this swart bhav, if there is that selfless uh, thought, and of course positive ones, elevated ones. So when we create such thoughts, the thought power becomes automatically even more enhanced. Right? Baba said, along with the thought, put it into your form and also use it to serve others. What will happen then? There will always be new zeal and enthusiasm. Today I will do that. Today I will do this. Why is there zeal and enthusiasm? When there is a special program, you make plans. Do you not? I will do this and then that. There is special zeal and enthusiasm in doing that. So in this way, every day at Amrit Vela, have a special thought of zeal and enthusiasm and then check yourselves according to that. Your lives will then always be filled with zeal and enthusiasm, and you will also become those who make others enthusiastic. Do you understand? Just as you have entertainment programs, in the same way, have this program for the entertainment of your mind. This is actually a very, very, very beautiful program. Entertainment for the mind. I mean, I remember these days, in the bhakti that I am, that we are doing, uh, we are supposed to experience the soul conscious stage. Okay? So there are different parameters to it that, either ways you can take uh, one practice for half a day or maybe a few practices every hour. Huh? So yesterday or day before, I remember just reminding myself that this is an hour I am beginning with, and I will be experiencing a stage of silence, huh? Just peace. That's it. I wasn't practicing more at that time or nothing like that. But I just took this that I'm going to stay in the stage of calmness, of peace, and I'm going to experience that. So within that hour, there were quite a few things that came up, that could have simply disturbed me or could have caused my voice to raise a bit, could have caused disturbance within. But then that one subtle thought that for this 1 hour I am to experience this stage of silence and peace. And it was so beautiful after the hour that, oh, that's so good. I did not react. And even if I had to uh, say something, so that was very polite. That wasn't full of anger or, I did not have to raise my voice. Or I did not do that. So these things actually work. And whenever uh, uh, we go into seva in a sangathan, we need to keep at least some practices handy at that time because there are a lot of chances for the mind to wander. Because physically it is doing some, like the body is doing some seva, but the mind is free at that time. So this is a very beautiful program that Baba spoke about, and you need to plan some entertainment for your mind. Huh? The next Baba's meeting, the second group. You are souls who always move forward by having powerful remembrance. Are you not? There cannot be any experience without having powerful remembrance. There cannot be any experience without having powerful remembrance. So, always be powerful and continue to move forward. Always remain engaged in godly service according to your power and receive the fruit of service. Continue to use as much power for service as you have, whether it is with your body, with your mind, or with will. You are definitely going to receive multi-million fold for one. You are accumulating for your own self, and you have to accumulate for many births. By accumulating in one birth, you will be liberated from making effort for 21 births. You know the secret, do you not? So always continue to make your future elevate. Continue to move yourself forward in service, in happiness. Always move forward with a constant and stable stage with remembrance. Baba's meeting the third group. You are servers who give many souls happiness with your happiness of remembrance. Are you not? See, if we have that remembrance, that will automatically make the soul light and will help the soul experience that stage of pure happiness. And by this only, we'll be able to serve others. You don't have to do anything else. This is so good. The true servers means those who remain lost in love and who also enable others to become lost in love. The service of each place is its own. Even then, if you continue to move forward with this aim, then this moving forward is a matter of great happiness. In fact, those worldly studies, etc., are all perishable. The means of having imperishable attainment is just this knowledge. You do experience this, do you not? Look, you servers have received such a golden chance in the drama. It is your own hands to move forward. Sorry, it is in your own hands to move forward as much as you want with this golden chance. Not everyone receives such a golden chance. Only a handful out of multi-millions receive it, and you have received it. So, do you have this much happiness? Do you have this much happiness to serve in this godly uh, yajna? What do we call it? Uh, there has to be like, uh, I don't know, but so much of happiness it gives you that somewhere I have been utilized in Baba's yajna. Maybe wealth, maybe that, whatever we call it. uh, So this is also a like again a repeated story in drama. जैसे ड्रामा की नूंद है अ, कि मेरा तन मन धन सब बाबा के कार्य में सफल होगा हो रहा है. So Baba is saying, do you have this much happiness? You have what no one in the world has. Constantly stay in such happiness yourself and also give this happiness to others. Each of you will make others move forward to the extent that you yourself move forward. You are those who constantly move forward, not those who look around and come to a standstill. Let there always be just the Father and service in front of you. You will then constantly continue to make progress. Always continue to move forward while considering yourselves to be beloved, long lost, and now found children of the Father. Further, Baba meeting Kumaris who have a job. The first group. The aim of all of you is elevated, is it not? You don't think that you will continue to move on both sides, do you? When there is some bondage, then to move along on both sides is a different matter. But for souls who are free from bondage, to be on both sides means to dangle. The circumstances of some are such, and so Bhaktada also gives them permission. However, if it is a bondage of the mind, then that is dangling. What would happen if one foot is here and the other foot is there? If you have a foot in one boat and the other foot in another boat, what would be your condition? You would be distressed, would you not? So therefore, let both feet be in one boat. Always have courage. By having courage, you will easily be able to go across. Always remember that Baba is with you. You are not alone. You can then do whatever task you want. Baba is again meeting the second group of the Kumaris. Kumaris have special parts at the conference age. Have you made yourselves those who have such special parts? Or are you ordinary even now? What is your speciality? Your speciality is to be servers. Those who are servers are special. If you are not a server, then you are ordinary. What aim have you kept? Only at the conference age do you receive this chance. If you do not take this chance now, you will not receive it throughout the whole cycle. Only the confluence age has the special blessing. Whilst studying a worldly study, let your love be for this study. That study will not then become an obstacle. So all of you will continue to move forward whilst creating your fortune. The more intoxication you have for your fortune, the more you will easily become conquerors of Maya. This is spiritual intoxication. Always continue to sing songs of your fortune, and you will reach your kingdom whilst singing songs. So the Murli ends here. Let's take the yatra from Baba. To those who constantly attain liberation with the method of gaining spiritual power, to those who become bestowers of liberation and constantly free themselves from subtle bondages, to those who make themselves move constantly forward, the most with their inner happiness and supersensuous joy, to those who always have good wishes to make everyone liberated, to such spiritually powerful children, Bhaktadas love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children to our beloved Bhaktada, love-filled remembrance, and namaste. Let's take a minute in silence, reflect on the points, and then we shall share. Om Shanti. You can share points, please. Anyone?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Deepika Ben.
Om Shanti.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Please go ahead.
What Murli, and that too after reading yesterday's Sunday's Murli. See, in this Murli, when we read it the other day about spiritual powers, about spirituality, Baba said how to be liberated from bondages by using all thought, word, action simultaneously. And the same he almost mentioned yesterday's Sunday Murli, powerful Murli, where Baba says, liberate yourself, become a bestower of liberation, and an instrument to liberate. So many liberation, but in that liberation, I mean, in the Sunday Murli, being 18th January, Baba how nicely took liberation to, isn't it a day of remembrance? Don't you remember Brahma Baba? Don't you throw garlands around him? So, in that strategy, then he went to Day of Love. And then he said, love makes everything easy. So, love will liberate you from all those. And of course, if you want to be liberated, go to the land of liberation. I think this liberation, what we read the other day, and today, what you also said, coincided a lot. Yesterday's Murli needs a really going through it along with this Murli, liberation. Om Shanti.
Yes, yes. Yes, Vijit Bhai, you can please go ahead.
Yeah, Om Shanti. Thank you. So, in essence, Baba says liberation in life is not only the future reward, but an experience at this time, this confluence each time, through the spiritual power that we get. So, Baba wants us not just celebrate it externally, but we have to become an embodiment of liberation. And not just that, and also become a bestower and give it to others. Become a bestower of liberation for others. That's what Baba says. So So liberation in life is now actually. So and when we do that, then in the future, liberation is of course guaranteed. Yeah, thank you. Om Shanti.
Yes, yes. Mhm. Anyone else would like to share anything? One thing that Baba mentioned, entertainment programs for the mind. So I would just like to know if any different practices, if anybody is doing, and how do you plan your days, or what is that something that you give it to your mind so that it is busy throughout, or rather, what can be some entertainment for the mind techniques that all of us can practice and that will actually keep us busy, involved. Anyone? Or you can also share whatever you practice.
I suppose, yeah. So Baba mentioned, right, at Amrit Vela. So nowadays, this is very famous, especially Brahma Kumaris, the thought for today, right? So here at Amrita Vela, Baba would like to see us taking some one power, right? And then we know if we have a powerful thought at Amrit Vela about one thought that is going to stay with us throughout the day. So if we similarly, if we can yeah, plan this for every day, it'll be good. Yes, true. I suppose the example. I haven't really tried this yet. And of course, during Amrita Vela, we will have elevated thoughts, but in particular, I have not really tried anything as such. So, one thought would be just we can think towards the end of Amrita Vela that I will remain unshakable for any sort of a situation arrives, or I will conquer all the Maya or any situation arrive on my way as I go through the sail through the day. Yeah.
That is good. Very nice.
Uh, yeah, from my side, see, there are two aspects to this, Deepika Ben. One is, of course, he said Amrit Vela. See, that is a regular thing. In Amrit Vela, I just go to fill myself because that's the only time God's shop is open. I don't go to do service or something. The more I get filled, because I know if at all I need to fill my get my mind activated, do something, I have to first fill it. I have to give him some, like when you go shopping, you buy new things and all. I would also like to do some shopping for the mind in Amritvela. Something what is lacking. That's my Amritvela is something which I take in more. But in this Murli, now for the past few days, this fire of love, fire of yoga, volcanic yoga, it's mind blowing, I tell you. Every day there is something new. And every day when you just read it, that particular moment, a kind of a yoga power comes in. Then coming to service. Now, see, there's no question of service of words. But you have the digital. There are so many things Baba says you can synchronize and just tell them something about Baba, something about the word. Words is not, people may not listen to you much and all. So, this is what a little, it doesn't stay the same. It keeps changing according to the Murli. Like yesterday, after reading the Sunday Murli,
Okay. I could not hear you at the end, but yeah, good that you take up new points from the Murli. Mm. Vijay Bhai also shared that, at Amrit Vela only we need to plan and give some food for thought to the mind so that it doesn't wanders. Yeah. Anyone else would like to add on to this?
Shanti sister,
Om Shanti.
trying to cook various dishes and trying to handle the day by doing some productive activity, say studies or cleaning. That is what is an entertainment I feel, because there's lots of creativity involved in it and subtlety involved in it. Mm, you have to be meticulous as well, be careful and looking after many things, so much of your faculties are involved in doing it. So that's kind of an exercise of your agility, of your ability to focus and coordinate, etc. I feel that entertaining. Yeah. Shanti.
Hmm. That is also good. Yes. Anything else? Anybody?
I think along with that, we create thought, but some sort of a checking also needs to be done along with that, right? So as we move on the day, I think there should be a checking point just to see, am I living it? Am I really using the thought that I have through the situation, right? As in when the situation comes, and especially at night when we close the day, we have to check how much did I live, the thought that I wanted to really live on. And of course, there would have some situations, and we can also check how we handle that situation. So I think unless we don't do the checking properly, then it doesn't really grow within us as much. Otherwise, we don't see that difference, or we cannot really take it to the next level. Yeah, thank you.
That is so true. The bhatti that I was mentioning about, I mean, that has the similar rules. Like throughout the day, if I was not able to remind myself even at once, like even once, twice, whatever, so I put a cross in the chart in the night, before going to bed. So if of course I had the awareness that, I have taken up this task for today and I am uh, practicing also, so only once also, at least say twice, but I've kept those limits for myself. So then only I put a tick. Otherwise, I put a cross if I'm not able to practice this. So this is a very good way, as Bridget Bhai, you rightly said that there has to be a checking parameter also. Otherwise, we may never be able to mark our progress. That earlier maybe I was not able to do this throughout the day. Not even once I was getting this remembrance, and I was totally lost doing my locking stuff. But then gradually, day after day, how have I progressed? Maybe once earlier it used to happen once, but now thrice in a day, I get the awareness that, oh, I have taken up this thought, taken up this practice. So this is a very beautiful way of tracking my own progress, right? So yeah, Vijit Bhai, thank you. A way to enhance my own purusharth is this checking, right? Very well said.
Sorry, Deepika Ben, for the disturbance. I was using somebody's phone and I didn't know how to use it. So I've switched back. I'm sorry about the disturbance. I hope I made my point. Om Shanti.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, any other points? Any other topic that we've missed out from the Murli? Yesterday also Baba discussed about uh,
Om Shanti, just
that free
discussion.
from bondages. Yes, Vijay bhai?
Yeah, so here, so Baba highlighted becoming spiritual, becoming powerful, okay, spiritual powers. So, and
Me?
yeah, can you hear me okay?
Now it is a bit fine. Can you please repeat what I could not get that?
Yeah, so, yeah, Baba emphasized on we becoming powerful, spiritually powerful. Okay, so so here we know freeing ourselves from subtle bondages, right? Waste, laziness, and carelessness. So how does, I mean, when we can completely uplift ourselves from these waste, laziness, especially waste, I suppose, when the whole waste is gone, then definitely we all will become deities, that's for sure. And laziness and carelessness also, these three, right? So how can one really conquer this? If I think if somebody can throw more lights, it would be good.
Deepika, when can I just add one sentence here before my phone goes off?
Yes, please go ahead.
Instead of thinking, leaving carelessness, laziness, and this, I would just try to see the other thing. How much more can I make it entertaining? Putting in zeal, putting in enthusiasm, because I know this carelessness, laziness, which I have, it's not going to leave me. So instead of thinking about those negative thinking, or giving excuses or playing games, like even in yesterday, Sunday, Murli Baba said, oh my God, just see the children, how many games they play. What to do, Baba? Aisa tha, vaisa tha, aisa tha. So, and we have such smart, clever children in that Murli. If you see, we keep uh, turning our weaknesses and asking Baba, when will destruction come? So, I don't want to think about now because it's really difficult, these weaknesses yoga. Instead, I would like to inject some zeal, enthusiasm to find out what nice positivity I can do, like feeding the sweets instead of giving a diet thing for them. I don't know. I thought it's better I start the journey like this than going and looking after what is bugging me. Om Shanti.
Mm, mhm. Can be one of the practices that we could take up. Anyone else would like to share anything about what Vijay bhai has asked? How to overcome this laziness, carelessness?
The practice of writing journal and reading it backwards helps, I believe, in discussing closely with a friend about what has happened, who can actually instill you confidence about your own practice, who would not be judgmental helps. Thank you. And being occupied in
Mm,
the present times and the most important things would keep us away from the waste.
yes, that is also true.
Or maybe also it's like this. See, when I don't know what kind of laziness was Vijay by mentioning. See, take for example, when it's time for you to get up at 3:45, laziness, sleep says, no, let me take over. But suddenly, a thought runs in my mind, oh, Baba is waiting. And somewhere I read if you're sleeping in a umbrella, Baba is going to go past your door. Something, a kind of a thought, which suddenly jerks you, puts you open and says, no, 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 I shouldn't be lazy, let me run. Or even if it's the Murli, if I've missed, the Murli is going to go on and on. I always love to hear the BT Bache thing. So this kind of injection. Okay, so I don't know what kind of laziness is Bijit Pai specifically mentioning about. I think every laziness we have to address it with. I don't. I take Baba as a thing, like Baba saying, "See, I have been waiting for you every morning, only for you. The whole world is sleeping, and you're like that." So that only pulls you up from the bed. Also, lovely songs, even listening and all. Carelessness, I'm just thinking because I have to first list them out. That's why I said, what was that specific thing which I asked? I'm not clear about it.
Mm. Many a times, what also happens is, even if we try a lot, like, but then also things don't happen. Maybe, let's suppose, say, I have planned my schedule in such a way that, earlier this used to happen with me. Since I was studying at that time, so I was not able to manage my time for the center because I was to return late from the college and all of that. But that is some kind of, I don't know, I'll call it laziness or carelessness that I can go, but I'm not able to. Because of course you have that tired, I'm not able to. And then in the morning also, of course, the college begins a bit early, so you're not able to catch up morning class also at the center. But Didi just suggested one thing there, that if the heart is honest and you still want to come to the center, put it in front of Baba. That I don't know what is the reason. Is this my laziness? Is this my carelessness? But I want to come to the center. I want to reach there. I want to sit and listen to the class. But unfortunately, all the uh, like whatever timings we have for the class that used to go in my college hours only. So Didi suggested one thing that, just come, start with 15 minutes coming to the center. Maybe you're not able to attend the class at that time. That's fine. Come to the center, sit in Baba's room, inform Baba that I have to come. Baba, and I have to come daily. And I have to come for the Murli class. Okay. And start with 15 days, 15 minutes at the center. Whenever you are coming back from the college, just make sure you go to the center and then go back home. And I started doing that in the evening. So gradually, what happened, I automatically, I don't know, then it's Baba's help or then it's your will that pulls you towards the center that no, let me not go home like this, but let me visit the center first, maybe 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. And then it started happening that, I used to reach on time in the class also in the evening. So if the heart is honest, if you have an honest heart and you've put in front of Baba, that I am not able to understand if this is my laziness, count it as my carelessness, whatever. But you give me some way. So, whatever the obstacles are there, क्योंकि uh, many a times what happens, it's not physical. हमको लगता है कि टाइम नहीं है, ये नहीं है, पर बहुत सूक्ष्म भी कुछ होता है जो आत्मा के पुरुषार्थ में बाधा बनता है. There are subtle factors also, na, that is affecting the progress of the soul, blocking the progress of the soul. और उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए we need somewhere that a little one step of हिम्मत, which Baba says कि तुम थोड़ा सा कर लो, मैं बाकी का कर लेता हूँ. Right. So I understand when Vijay Bhai you spoke about, that carelessness factor and the laziness that actually comes in when moving in this journey. It comes and knocks you, knock knock. That will do. Ki what is happening? Are you completely aware? You have to, where are the leakages in the day or in the schedule throughout? So, of of course, with an honest heart and putting in front of Baba and taking little steps. Okay, not like jumping into it entirely, but yeah, so maybe this
So
works.
you look like a strict disciplinarian, Deepika Ben. I think you may be
Girija Ben, you're not audible. Is it just for me? Mhm. Or she has lost connection, maybe. Vijay Bhai, would you like to add anything?
No, thank you so much. Yeah. So I think Girija Ben was not audible to me also. And
Okay.
the waste thoughts, right? Yeah, that's very subtle, but it eats up our lot of energy, right? So overthinking, unnecessarily analyzing so many things, gossip, maybe some of the gross factors we will be free, right? But sometimes, the even thinking for seva, thinking too much is also kind of a waste thoughts. Okay, um, and um, then laziness, alasya, right? So that also comes. Sometimes we will say, okay, I will do it later, tomorrow, and delaying things. Chart writing, sometimes we forget, or sometimes we will be not in a position to write or maintaining all this consistency, right? Because this practice is not just for 1 day or 2 day, right? So it just goes on. So maintaining that consistency sometimes become a challenge. And carelessness sometimes comes when we become overconfident about something. Okay, I know it, I can do this, I have done this many times. So, and we know that the Sangam Yoga is very limited amount of time. And when I understand every time, every second is so valuable. It's counted more than a year, according to Baba. So I should be more careful about me spending every second of Sankamyuk, right? So we know all this, but when it comes to applying this in our day-to-day life, sometimes I feel I'm not really 100% serious. Okay, so that was my point. Yeah, thank you, Om Shanti.
Yes. Happens with all of us. I mean, because everybody uh, has a journey, right? And this happens with everybody, I guess. Like good going for 3 to 4 days, good going for a week, and then suddenly we start feeling like lethargic when it comes to push-up. It does happens, but then, uh, chalo, during that phase of, when we are unable to do 1 day, 2 days, but then just taking one more step again, that let me do it again today. Let me maintain a chart again today, right? So I guess वो है ना हिंदी में करत करत अभ्यास. I don't know the full thing, but yeah, little steps, they also matter. And Baba wants not much from us, right? When he says कि एक ही कदम हिम्मत का उठा लो. Right? But true, Vijit, by this happens, really happens. Yeah.
Maybe,
Anyone else?
yeah, maybe that is where that number war comes. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, so true, so true. That is where number var comes in. That is right. But then there's also a different journey for each soul, right? Somebody might have began right uh, quite earlier, okay, and needs मतलब there's something ना कि इसको शायद ज्यादा पुरुषार्थ की जरूरत नहीं थी, मे बी बनी बनाई आत्मा भी होती है ना at times. So it always matters from where I started, right? Not in terms of comparing with others, but then each soul has his or her own journey. Mm. And a subtle journey of Purusharth, a subtle journey of change, transformation within. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Good point.
Okay, so let's move towards the meditation then.
Yes, sister, please.
Yes, thank you. Om Shanti. Let's sit back for a minute. I, the being, I am full with divine powers. I have the Almighty with me, the highest on high, and the Supreme. I realize that maybe I have subtle weaknesses, barriers to face, but my companion is the Supreme, the Almighty. He will be always there for me to help me overcome my weaknesses and become just the way He wants me to be. I look at myself inside, accepting my part in this drama very gracefully and acknowledging the effort and the transformation I have gone through since I've got Baba as my companion. In this journey of self-transformation, I hold Baba's hand tight and surrender to him with my mind and intellect, with this beautiful thought that Baba is there with me. My companion is extremely powerful. No matter what, he will guide and protect me. I will carry this thought throughout my day that Baba, the Supreme, is my companion. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Deepika Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a good day.